Unpopular Opinions, episode 12. Ratatouille is the most boring dish of all time. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it said Ratatouille is the most boring movie. I was about to start tweaking. It's fine if you don't like Ratatouille. I've never tried it, nor do I care to try it. It's cool. It's whatever. I honestly thought I was talking about the movie, so we're chilling. The next one is coffee bought or made anywhere else but home is completely waste of money. A lot of places like Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts, Phil's, coffee beans, etc., you name it, are all a waste of money. I'm surprised people will pay $5 to $6 for a coffee when at home it can literally be made for less than $1. A latte is $6 to $7. It's just 2 shots of espresso milk. You can buy a whole gallon of milk for $4 to $6. And espresso is dirt cheap. I get the convenience factor if one is running late and didn't have time, but the fact that people consistently buy coffee is beyond wild to me. It's upcharged by like $1,000, and yet people still normally drink Starbucks or buy coffee from these places. It's just bizarre that these places have large amounts of revenue and stuff that can be made easily and at home for an actual fraction of the price. Okay, so I can kind of see what this person's getting at, but the thing is, I feel like this is kind of the same argument you can make for any other item that you are going to make or buy when it comes to eating, you know, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I think it's just always cheaper and easier if you just buy the ingredients and just have it at your house and make it. Plus, like, whenever you buy the ingredients, you have some for later on, so like a few days later, you can have it again, rather than buying anything. I will say this, coffee is pretty expensive. For sure, like Starbucks, it's like, dude, I remember I get like a small like Java chip frap with almond milk because if I use regular milk, I'm gonna shit my fucking asshole out, dude. Like my fucking ass cheeks will go inside. All right, anyway, that little small Java chip, whatever, it cost me like $6, and I was like, bitch, what the fuck, man? Like that shake, man, that shake better start sucking my toes or something. Like, god damn, you know, like coffee is a little bit more expensive than I would like. So I do agree. But I also feel like it's the same for any other thing. Just in general, like any other food you'd want, it's kind of relatively cheaper to just have the ingredients at your house and make it there. But yeah, I mean, coffee is pretty expensive. Plus, you know, we all love coffee and all that shit. So it's tough out here. But is it a complete waste of money? I don't think so. It's still really good. Plus, I think other places make it pretty good. Like Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts actually has some fire fucking coffee. I actually think so, and it's kind of cheap. It's pretty cheap. I think Starbucks is kind of getting out of place now. I think it's just getting more and more expensive, and people don't like it, so they're looking for other alternatives. But yeah, I'm talking way too much. My bad. This is probably boring as shit for you guys. Yeah, I agree, but I feel like this, like I said, this can be said for any other food item. The next one is waiters/waitresses should always write down your order, not try to remember it all. This goes double for those upscale restaurants where the wait staff is likely forced to do this to impress the customers. Just write it down and get it right. Having a correct order is more impressive to me than the fancy way you do it. And more than one occasion, this has happened to me and they screw up the order for me or a friend. Okay, so I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about, upscale restaurants where they force the waiters to impress the customer. No one fucking does. I have no idea what this person's talking about. No manager tells their waiters or waitresses to, hey, don't write the order in front of them, make this shit look fancy. Like, what the fuck? That's dumb as shit. It's always better to write down. As a waiter myself, it's just easier. You just should always write it down and repeat the order to them so that you get everything right. That's really it. And I will say this just to defend myself a little bit. You know, sometimes us waiters, you know, we write down the order, we repeat it to them, all that stuff. Sometimes the customer doesn't even fucking hear it, or sometimes like we repeat the order to them and then they don't realize that they made a mistake. So when we give them the food, it's wrong and it's on their part because they didn't fucking realize it. Sometimes it happens. Other times, like, stuff that happens is that you write down the order, you repeat it to them, everything's okay, you're all good. You give it to the kitchen fucks it up, and because of that, it's wrong. And it's not even our fault. It's just the kitchen, all that stuff. So yeah, but at the end of the day, it's, you know, like, it's just write it down. It's just way easier. Just write it fucking down. That's all you need to do. I mean, as a waiter, that's what I do and all that shit. So it's not that hard. I still don't know what the fuck he's talking about though. Like upscale restaurants where they want to impress the customer by not having something to write it down, not having a notepad. I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about because that's dumb as shit. But yeah, just write it down. That's really it. Next one is, you shouldn't be ashamed to still be partying hard late past the age of 30. Whoa, that's a crazy. Okay, I'm 33 and have long declared my party days to be over since 28. I still go to parties and clubs maybe once or twice a year. They're still fun, but man, the hangovers are simply brutal. Staying up past 11 p.m. Can I bring a 10 camp outside the club? If you still have the energy to party hard late into the night, then props to you. Instead of shaming old people in the club, they should serve an inspiration to other old people to party and have a good time. Yeah, I mean, it's really just if you feel insecure, which you shouldn't. If you want to party, dude, you can party whatever fucking age. I don't really care at all. Maybe some people will look at you, which is dumb as shit. I don't care. If someone, dude, I remember I went to like a simple bar, like a club, quote unquote. It wasn't like a full on club, but I went to like a bar that has like music and all that stuff. I saw this old guy getting down. I'm like, oh my god, this guy still got it, bruh. I'm not even joking. That guy was like 50 or something. I was like, holy shit. I'm like, this guy's getting laid, bruh. I don't know. No, but yeah, like, there's nothing wrong with partying later, being at a club and all that stuff. It's really just on, you. If you feel insecure about that, that's on you. There's nothing stopping you from going to a club, even when you're 30, 40, or 80. There's nothing stopping you, bro. Like, really. I mean, maybe you're fucking back because you're aching, that's for sure. But, yeah, I mean, there's really nothing to be ashamed. I think this is like a really dumb thing. If you feel ashamed to be partying, I think that's so dumb. That's just you feeling insecure about what other people think, when in reality no one really cares. So yeah, I agree. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this, bro. Like I said, dude, I was at a bar. There was an old guy getting down on the fucking dance floor, getting swifty, and I'm like, dude, this guy's going in tonight. That's for sure. But yeah. Next one is, free lunch from a company is an insulting gesture. Nothing grinds my gears more than a company says, here, have a free lunch, it's on us for hard work. Like, it's just a garbage gesture altogether, and there are better ways to make employees feel appreciated. How about a bigger bonus? How about letting us leave early while getting paid? Maybe even a small raise. Yet after all your hard work and endeavors, they think they're doing you a solid by giving you free Little Caesars pizza. Just keep it. People say, but it's free. Okay, I get that, but I'd rather not have anything if they're just going to reward everyone's hard work with a slice of pizza and a root beer. It's criminally insulting to your employees. Okay, so I get what this person's trying to argue, but the thing is, I feel like there's jobs out there that are just way worse. There's jobs that just don't give a flying fuck about you. They couldn't care less about you. Other jobs at least try to do something for you guys, whether that is a free lunch, and I feel like that's just, that's like the least they can do, or they're just, they're trying to do their best to offer you guys something to help you guys stay, or just kind of just lighten the mood, all that stuff. I work at a restaurant, so we work a lot of holidays, whether that's Christmas, whether that's Valentine's, whether that's 4th of July, whether that is, Halloween, all that stuff. We are open most of the time during holidays, and my job at least likes to give us free food, and that's pretty fine. I think that's honestly like probably the only thing they can do. Like this person saying that, like, oh, maybe they can give us a bonus or a raise. That's not really how like jobs work. Like the manner, like you have to go to corporation for that in order to give you a raise, and even then it'll probably be like a fucking 20-cent raise or something like that. Or they like it's really just based on like so many factors in a job. They can't just give you a fucking raise just like that. But yeah. And then like other jobs, like they're trying to do their best. I think jobs at least feed their workers is really good, and also like have like maybe little events. Like I said, my job, we actually like celebrate at Dave & Buster's like every year for Christmas and all that stuff. That's pretty cool. Do I go there? Nah, I don't give a fuck. But they do have that for us, so we can go and spend time on all that stuff, which is cool. So like the person said free lunch from a company is an insulting gesture. I feel like that's just them doing a little bit too edgy. Like, you're doing too much. It's just free lunch. Chill out. I feel like you're asking for a lot when I don't think you realize like just a lot of more factors go into that. Just getting a fucking raise and all. Like they just can't give you a raise just like that. It's so many different factors, so many different companies, all that stuff. Like I said, there's companies that just don't give a flying about you, that don't even try, dude. There's companies that are like that, are just way fucking worse. I feel like if someone's actually willing to give you guys free lunch, then I feel like they somewhat do care. But yeah, that's just my opinion, but I'd love to know what you guys think actually. And the last one is, school reunions are wonderful even if you weren't popular when you were a student. Some people seem to dread school reunions, particularly high school ones. People shouldn't. High school, college, and graduate school reunions are terrific. At every one that I've been to, everybody has been extremely nice and welcoming, even people who were not nice back in the day. The school administration is welcoming. Naturally, they want you to give, and it's always very positive experience. So reunions are a few hours of enjoyment and are always worth going to, even if you weren't popular when you were a student. Yeah, that's totally fine. It's totally cool. I will say this, like I feel like a lot of people do mature. You know, sometimes kids are, kids are mean, right? Obviously, so some people will be mean to you, or they were mean to you in high school. But then as you grow up, you realize that like you're supposed to mature and all that stuff. So I feel like going back, like there's really nothing to be scared of, scared about. There's like a lot of movies in the trope is that dumb shit where like some kid was unpopular in high school, he goes to a high school reunion, and then he's afraid that they're all gonna make fun of him, all that dumb shit, whatever. I highly doubt that fucking happens. I highly doubt someone remembers you from like, dude, like high school is like so fucking big. Like my class is so fucking big. I don't even know half the people and all that shit. So I highly doubt like I go in, people are gonna remember me for some crazy thing that I did, and then make fun of me, all that stuff. I highly doubt it. I think it's totally fine. High school reunions are cool. Yeah, if you want to go to one, if you don't, that's cool too. I mean, you're not forced to. Although would I go to mine? Probably. I mean, I was pretty popular. I had a whole bunch of fucking bitches and men on my dick. Nah, I was kidding. No, but I would probably go. It was a good time. High school was not bad to me at all. It was a good time. So I would go. And if someone else doesn't want to go because they had a really bad time, then I think that's fine, and you don't have to go. It's really just all a matter of like your choice and what you want to do. But yeah, that's really it. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.